Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. I'm going to read through the full article here pretty much. There is a link in the description. I do need to give you a trigger warning. This is an absolutely heinous case. It involves the murder as well as the sexual abuse of a 7-year-old girl, Jalicia Batties, the girl that you see in front of you here. It's absolutely terrible. I will be reading through some of the details concerning the attacks made against her as well as some of the injuries she sustained. So a trigger warning goes in place. Now, if you do value the coverage of this topic, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. But I will go through the majority of the details. A Bronx mother and her teenage son have been arrested in the barbaric murder of a 7-year-old girl who was tortured, beaten, and sexually assaulted. Jalicia Batties. So the two alleged murderers, the two alleged scumbags, are the mother, Navasia Jones, 36 years of age, and her son, who is Jalicia's brother. So her son being Paul Fine Jr., 17 years of age. They're all from Brooklyn, and as I say, these two have been charged with murder and manslaughter of 7-year-old Jalicia Batties. So I'm going to give you a bit of a backstory. So there's been a vicious custody battle between the mother and the father of Jalicia, and Jalicia had been staying with the grandmother, and she was due to visit the mother for a court-ordered weekend visit, and Jalicia did not want to go. She cried and she pleaded with her grandmother not to be forced to go to stay with the mother. Seemingly, Jalicia knew that she was going to be abused, attacked, hurt. These two scumbags have now been arrested. The incident in question happened in August of 2021. The mother faces charges of murder, manslaughter, acting in a manner injurious to a child, as well as failure to exercise control of a minor. The most important of those are murder and manslaughter. Jalicia's brother, Paul Fine Jr., faces charges of manslaughter, sexual abuse, and acting in a manner injurious to a child. As I say, this crime took place on August the 10th, 2021. Police responded to a 911 call in regards to an unconscious female inside a Bronx apartment. Emergency medical services were there. They attempted life-saving procedures on Jalicia. She was taken to hospital. She died shortly thereafter. The mother told police that Jalicia had fallen and hit her head, and a few hours after that fall, she had begun vomiting. However, police saw through her lies. Police saw bruising and trauma all over Jalicia's body. I believe there was an autopsy, and the medical examiner's office have stated that Jalicia died of blunt force abdominal trauma. Blunt force abdominal trauma. As such, the case was ruled a homicide. There is Jalicia. And a small memorial for her in the lobby of the apartment building where she lived. I mean, it's heartbreaking for anyone that knew her, even if those that didn't know her, just hearing about it, and, you know, this happened in the apartment block that you lived in, you know, it's just going to break your heart. The murder of a 7-year-old girl, but also the sexual assault of her. This article is going to come to an end. I'm going to read through a second article very briefly, or part of an article, but the brother confessed to punching Jalicia 8 times in the face. The article also tells us that police have been called to the apartment at least 6 times over the last 3 years, and on at least one occasion, the mother lied and covered for the son. So we don't know the specifics of that, but seemingly it was a troubled household, and the mother was willing to, I'm going to say, enable the son to protect him. Perhaps he was the golden child. The mother has 7 other children. At various times, each of them have been removed from the mother. Again, seemingly, she is an awful, awful, awful parent. Should not be allowed to be a parent. And regrettably, she's had 8 children. So it tells us here that in June 2021, 2 months prior to this incident, the Administration for Children's Services returned Julicia to live with her mother, despite her having all of these previous issues. The girl's father believes that he's been let down by the Administration for Children's Services, he and his daughter. And I can't argue with that. So we're going to have a look at this second article, which is just going to give us a little bit more information. Just a little bit more information. There were additional injuries, visible bruises, marks and scratches on Julicia's body, including on both wrists, her clavicle, upper thigh and mouth. The child had injuries that were consistent with sexual assault, which were inflicted after Julicia had been beaten in her abdomen. The girl's autopsy revealed that she had been sodomized. Here's the 17-year-old brother. Fucking sick. C-U-N-T. Beat and raped 7-year-old Julicia, his own sister. This is the father, and my heart goes out to him. Full condolences to the extended family and to the other children who's lost a sister. So as I say, they've both been charged with murder and manslaughter. The brother has also been charged with sexual assault. There's a couple of other charges, but those are the most significant ones. A trial has not taken place yet. The mother certainly is claiming innocence. She has said, I didn't kill my daughter. She said that to a reporter. In fact, she said, I didn't kill my daughter, bitch. So the mother denies the charges. We're not sure about the brother. But in any case, we hope that an investigation does go ahead unimpeded and that a trial takes place and that these 2 evil pieces of shit, I've got to say particularly the brother, they deserve life. They deserve life in jail, life in prison, if not the death penalty. So this happened in New York. I've not double checked, but I'm quite sure you guys don't have the death penalty in New York. And with that, I would hope that they get life in prison and the opportunity to suffer horrendously, especially the brother again. And here is the father, Julius Battis, and here is the grandmother, Yolanda Davis, both shattered, destroyed. their sweet girl taken away. Gonna wrap things up here, guys. Again, if you do value the coverage of this content, if I've done a half decent job, if I've been respectful, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. Full condolences, as I say, to the family concerned. Gonna wrap things up here and take care.